Making rolling credits in DaVinci Resolve has never been quite this easy, because I made a free online tool that turns a spreadsheet full of credits into a Fusion node tree, one that even adjusts its speed to match the length of your composition. To get started, head over to utilities.carh.com, link in the description, and open up Fusion Rolling Credits Generator. Now you have two options at this point. Either you can start creating your credits right in the tool itself, or what I'd recommend is hitting Export CSV and importing this into your choice of spreadsheet editor. At this point, you should have three columns: type, content 1, and content 2. Currently, there are three types of lines: title, which appears in the center; role, which appears as two parallel columns; and empty, which simply adds an empty line. Content 1 is where you add both your title text and roles, and content 2 is for names next to the roles. After you're finished editing your credits, export them again as CSV and import them back into the generator. At this point, we have a few settings to change. Speed mode can either be fit to clip duration, in which case it changes speed dynamically to fit your clip duration, or constant speed, which just moves the credits a set number of pixels per frame. The latter can be really helpful to avoid jittering. Then you have the global font size, which by default has been set to something suitable for cinema, and the font name itself, though make sure the name you input actually corresponds to a font you have installed on your computer. Alternatively, just leave it as Arial and change it later in Fusion. Then we have settings for the title and role lines. First, the style, whether it's regular, bold, italic, or bold and italic, and whether all text should be uppercase, lowercase, capitalized, or just left as is unchanged. Finally, if all looks good, hit the Copy Fusion Nodes button in the top right corner and let's head over to Resolve. The nodes we have just copied can be placed pretty much on any kind of clip, but I tend to use a Fusion composition from the Effects panel. After adding it to your timeline, right-click on it and choose Open in Fusion page. Now we can delete what has been created automatically and hit Ctrl or Command V to paste the previously copied nodes. We can head back to our edit page and the newly created credits should be visible and working. And if you choose the Fit to Clip duration, changing the clip's duration should automatically change the credit speed as well. Now, if text-based credits is all you want, that's it, you're done. But as an extra tip, if you want to add a logo at the end of your credits, open the composition back up in Fusion, make sure that media out is visible in one of the viewers, and add your logo from the media pool. Now, we have to connect it to the merge node, and then as the logo most likely out of the box will be a bit too large compared to the credits, we'll have to add a transform node. To add this, click on the media in node to make sure it's selected, and then hit Shift and Space. This will open up the Fusion search bar, search for XF. This should find a transform node, and when you hit enter, it should be added between the media in node with the logo and the merge node. At this point, you can click on the transform node, make sure it's selected, and open up the inspector to change the location and size of the logo so it fits nicely in the credits. And there you have it, professional looking rolling credits made in a matter of minutes. I'm Gaur, see you next time.